back to farm. Hey, soybeans 2024 has came to an end, but not without some issues. Catastrophic damage on the 635F grain head with the new air reel. We just got this head. We had a few issues. She collided with a boulder opening up a field. I don't know if it got unearthed from the frost or it got hit from the road commission. There's a lot, they're always plowing that road down there in the winter. Well, Dad didn't see it and it hit, and you've got a massive machine like that. When he was gone, it just completely spun that big combine. And when that happens, you're gonna have some serious bending and braking. So that's what happened. That's why we're fortunate we had that spare. It looks like the air reel didn't get damaged too bad. Maybe a couple of these teeth. The reel was coming down on it. You see it's kind of wedged in there. So we're not sure what's gonna happen. Leave me a comment down below if something like this has ever happened to you. These are big wide heads, and sometimes it's difficult to see. And those beams, they were 3.5, 4 foot tall. So that had some of it to do with it. Finishing that last field, we filled this bin. We had her down about half full, and remember, we were feeding these beans in the parlor. Not really doing that anymore, but the price of crops, commodities are extremely low. Farmers are going to be hurting. They're already hurting right now. So we thought we'd put a few loads in there. If price goes up $1 or $2, you might be able to make a little bit money down the road. If not, we'll start feeding them again. We don't really care. So that's our little overflow bin. We got to clean the calf barn. I got to service the mixer tractor, air filter, and change the oil. And then we're going to head to the field. They're going to fire right up, start doing corn just like that. Let's have a good day. Let's go. Guys, change of plan. Mark's got a blowout on this semi here. Let's get after it. Airbag. All right, Mark's going to get a tire, and they're gonna maybe mount it for him. Got this airbag. Trying to unbolt that because we actually had one on the shelf. And hopefully we can get this back going. Holy cow, she went. Just gotta get it out of this gun. Okay, got it, guys. Got me doing mechanic work today. Okay, well, just as good. Broke it off. Now I'm up top. I've got to get this airline unhooked. Bingo. Bingo, bango. All right, she's unhooked. Heating up out here. Tires mounted up. Airbag's out. New one's in, pumping up. Wanted to test it before I put this tire on. For them lines we were working on. Seem to be good. These, I think you gotta try to
already broke one.
That's a 1975.
You sure that's the right size? There's one sitting here too.
Fine. What size is that one?
I don't know.
You got good air in there now?
Loosen this bolt here. Drop the oil. Got a new oil filter coming. This one just unscrews like this. Had to put a couple quarts of hydraulic oil in it, in the back there. Empty that right in the jug, put it in the scrap trailer. Put that drain plug back in. There it goes. Get up here, see how many hours we got to put on the filter. 1308. That'd be 11,300 hours on this tractor. I always take and lube this seal up with oil. I'll put it in this groove, this gasket. You just screw her on. There she goes. Then I'll inscribe the hours. 1308 HRS. Then I got the date on here. 10/28/24. There's your hours. And I've got new air filters coming. That looks like about an original inside air. And here is the other air cleaner or air filter. Look at that. That's disgusting. That tractor couldn't breathe very well, but she's gonna be able to breathe now. Time to fill her up full of oil. Inner air cleaner, new. Outer air filter. There you go. Had this up in the loft where we keep our filters. It was 4240, but same filter for this old girl. That on there. Wing nut, fresh oil, new air cleaners. She'll be ready to go again for a while. Good to go. Don't turn that. I don't want that to hit. There. Fits nice and tight. We're cleaning this baby barn out. These have all been cleaned. We pitch it in the center, lime the stall, put fresh straw on there. Greg's pulling this out, load it in a spreader. He'll pull this back, and he's got that big, thick corner pen here. That's a hard pack. We're gonna get it out of there and get some fresh straw right on there. Then we'll move these girls right back in there. Yeah, this hutch manure doesn't really look all that bad, but it's gonna start cooling down, so we wanna make sure there are no diseases and bacteria in there. We wanna keep them healthy as possible. That's some stinky baby poop. Guys, next day, bit of a shower moved in. See my tracks from this morning. We're out at the bag site. I'm gonna open up this fourth cutting bag. I was dumping first and second cutting haylage in, but when I got to the certain point of that real wet stuff, remember I bagged last year? I fed it all, some partial to the milk cows and the rest of the heifers, what my nutritionist said, don't feed too much of it. I mixed it, but they both turned the first cutting, so I missed mixing that second, third, or fourth. Well, this is fourth cutting. I'm gonna open this bag up. We're gonna dump some in the mixer. I'm gonna mix first cutting and fourth cutting haylage, and then corn silage. Leave a comment down below if you guys mix first and fourth. I talked to a nutritionist. He said that sounds perfect, so he's gonna come test this stuff shortly, but first we got to get into it, see what it looks like. This tie here is on the outside. That's kind of a good thing. I'm just gonna unroll this. Looks like the way we tied it up. There it is. Steve did say that make sure it's been put up for 6 weeks, and that's about exactly what it's been. That little bit of corn you're seeing is what was on them silage wagons, because I went from corn silage to this one day, and then the other end of this is corn silage again. But yeah, this is gonna mix in beautifully. All right, let's go get the backhoe. I guess we'll grab the mixer first. Check the oil on the new chain. It's like she's about a half a quart low, but that's probably because the filter needed to be filled. I'll keep an eye on it. Tell you what, mixing this feed, some of these mornings have been cool. Not been in a t-shirt, but you turn the heat on in this. I gotta turn it down right now because it's got this little back window open. Not used to feeling warm while I'm feeding, so it's not bad. And that's what she looks like, 1360 on 2 scoops. That first cutting was a lot lighter, a lot of fiber, like Steve said. A little bit of mold in here, not terrible. I just got to get in it more. He wants me to feed 2/3 first cutting, 1/3 fourth cutting. He says this fourth cutting, it's like cheesecake. It'll mix into that first cutting quite well. So that's all I'm gonna give him for the first day. That's plenty. Back around by this original first cutting. See the difference? I mean, it's good stuff. It's moist, but like Steve said, that's a lot of fiber. You mix that with a second, third, or a fourth, you're good to go. Let's load her up. And now all our hay is loaded for tonight. All we gotta do is put our corn. It's getting about that time. But first I'm gonna show you that head that bailed us out, helped us finish them soybeans. And then in closing, I'm gonna show you that infamous rock that gave the catastrophic damage to the air reel. So here's the head that was damaged. What we're worried about is that's just some thick steel to get torqued over like that. We're not sure what they're gonna do with it. We gotta take it up to the dealer very soon. And here's old Betsy that bailed us out. Actually had an issue with this electrical plug. We ended up figuring it out, but had it where we couldn't get it to unflex at one point in the field when my cousin was here, but figured it out. It ended up being a bent over prong. It hadn't been used, but hey, we ended up changing a bunch of knives, a bunch of guards. It got us through. We're probably going to keep it. I mean, it's the only one we got in working condition right now. So, all right, let's head to the front of the farm. I want to show you that rock that emerged and keeled all that over on the other head. Let's go. And here we are, front of the farm. This isn't the rock, but man, I remember when he peeled this over with the moldboard plow. Last 10 years, Dad's been putting them around the front of the farm here. This was the culprit. He scooped it up off the side of the road when it hit. See the green? See that green paint? That's the fresh one. Beautiful looking rock. Scooped it up. See he got some bean stubble in here still. And he put it right here. You can see it was right in the ditch. There was some rocks and sand, and like you said, they did a lot of work around that road. Yeah, they've got issues with that road. There's a big water line underneath that Bowers Road. A lot of you guys don't live around here, you don't know that, but there's washboards constantly having to grade that and work them ditches, or she naturally rose up from the frost from the winters. But either way, here's your culprit. There's all your rocks from over the years. This is probably the nicest one of them all. I'm a fan of rocks. These are all antiques. I've been here a long time ago. They've seen some dinosaurs in their day. So hey, guys, thanks for watching the video. Next one, corn harvest. See you then. God bless.